what are we doing in episode 1 after basically making progress in episode 2? Guess who forgot a trophy? Yep. Break 1. Like, you need to break 4 signs in the stealthy approach. And I forgot to break those 4 signs. So, of course, let's find all those 4 signs. And this one shouldn't take that long. 3 and 4. There we go. A thief heeds no warning. And you want to know what's the best part? We can just rewind all the way back to where we were before. And there we go. That is the best part about this particular emulator. You can basically rewind if you want to just make certain trophies a non-issue. If you're really struggling, I won't judge and such. Like, sometimes patience can wear thin. But that's besides the point. What is the point is that we better start doing this Let's Play. So, I probably will have to look in post so that way I can remember, okay, I'm supposed to put this trophy here and that trophy graphic here and there. But hey, we've already started this part off long enough with a 1-minute intro. So, greetings everyone. It is me, Gigalem, and welcome back to Welcome back to Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. I already got the trophy. I am not redoing I'm not doing a blooper on this. Or not putting this in the blooper reel. I've yet to get a blooper reel worthy of... I've yet to get a blooper worthy of putting into the 2025 blooper reel. And the problem is, you cannot regather a trophy unless I made a new PlayStation account and have to gather the trophy again. Which makes it a shame that I can't really just have the ability of re-earning trophies if I really wanted to. I was about to say Ratchet and Clank and the Thievius Raccoonus, wasn't I? There will have to be a blooper worthy of this part at some point. But now that we have enough keys, we can actually cause this car to we can basically unlock this switch and just let the car down. Okay, who had their brick on the who had their brick on the gas pedal? Can't be me. It was like that when I got here. Now this is another hub world and such. Oh, this is a trophy I'm not gonna like. Ugh. Ay. So, okay, first things first, we're gonna go into Boneyard Casino. Because I knew this particular trophy was incoming at some point. So, we're going to open this door. Then we're going to make a save state. This is what I recommend you do whenever you want to get a trophy. Make it easier on yourself to basically have yourself a point to start, so that way you know how to get a certain trophy. So, what's the trophy I'm talking about? Sleight of hand. So we do have one trophy ahead of time. So these Rottweilers have some serious range. If you don't hear, you have to take care of 4 of these guys. So the first thing you want to do is get this hat in position. Now, blow it up. There we go. That is the first trophy of this area. Now for the other. You want to make sure that you can get far enough without alerting him. basically, we're doing this the Metal Gear Solid way. You want to make sure that you can get it close enough without alerting him. That should be good. Safe distance. And now! I've had trouble getting that trophy when I was playing the PlayStation 5 version. Turns out it wasn't the whole thing. So if you're worried about having to go throughout the entire casino without getting detected, don't worry, it's just these 4. And the reason why I suggest making that save state is so in case you mess up, load that save state and try again. So yeah, basically we have a casino here, which looks like something straight out of Nevada, not Nevada. Woo! Yep, now that they saw me, those lasers on the floor are now red. So now you know what that looks like. Break it, and you're good. So of course, for some of these clues, we're going to need to sneak around. Be careful not to make a sound. Basically, that hat trophy is best used in this particular episode because time in the right place, you get yourself a 2-for-1 deal. Good job, me. I was trying to do an aerial dive, but then I just messed that up. So make sure you're always checking around corners, just in case one of these corners obscures a clue. Because you're going to be looking everywhere for these clues. So, yeah. It's just when you're so used to how things run in your state, like, to continue a topic from last part, when you're so used to how things run in your state, just seeing how things run in another state can be quite a bit of a surprise. Like, you're not used to knowing everything. Of course, pull this down, and pull this down for a huge sum of coins. Remember that coins are just for lucky charms, and if you're holding 2 at once, you get 1-ups. I'm guessing that's probably one of the reasons why they decided to nix the plans for the 4 lucky charms at once. Because maybe I should probably do some research and look into the other differences with the betas and such. Like, probably just talk about, like, very brief, talk about it briefly and such, as I should. Because I don't have access to play PlayStation 2 prototypes on my current computer. And personally, I'm waiting till I have access to the SD2 PSX thing, so that way I can just do that with real hardware. The dive is such a cool technique to use and such. But yeah, basically, like, as much as I would like to show the prototypes to these games and such, whoop, gotta be careful with this guy. Like, as much as I like to show them off, I don't exactly have easy access to it. You can destroy some of these slot machines and such. But yeah, quite an elaborate casino, especially if part of it is underwater. This level. This is not exactly a fun level to do the Master Thief trials on, and I still have to get in the mood to record some of that after clearing this, because then I have to do the whole, do all of them in Haiti and, of course, China. So yeah, I am trying to get through Slide 2. I'm also trying to play catch-up with the Vita and PS3 versions. I've yet to touch the PS3 version of it. But I want to talk about how certain mechanics work with the Master Thief sprints and such, because there are going to be some things that you're going to want to make sure you are aware of, and one of those things is basically don't touch any alarms, it will speed up the timer. You will not make it. So yeah, basically I'm using this Let's Play as a means to platinum every version of Sly Cooper. And I'll do it again. I will do it again with the sequel and the third game. And if they ever decide... Look, that's another game I'm surprised they didn't decide to just say, hey, we'll just remaster it for the PlayStation 4 version if they didn't pick up if they didn't have it on the PS3. Oh dear. What bottle did I miss? Goodness gracious, what bottle did I miss? Where's a bottle did I... Where did I miss a bottle? Oh boy, is it time for my favorite game of just backtracking throughout the entire level until I find where I missed the bottle? Because, like I swear, there's never been a playthrough where I... Camera! There we go. No, wait! What bottle did I miss? There had to have been a bottle I missed somewhere. Oof. I really don't want to have to go... I am such an idiot! While I was trying to guess what bottle did I miss, it was actually on the way. I swear, for a Master Thief, I'm quite the dummy.
Man, I'm getting swift with deciphering these codes. Dial 338.
338, not 883.
Okay, this page is from your hyperactive ancestor, B.F. Cooper. He discovered a way to speed up the clock. Perfect for those long stakeouts. Just hold down the triangle button to use it.
Hyperactive, huh? What's like? Are we talking like? Are we talking about like Roaring Twenties or something? I don't know. But yep. Yeah, I believe that is the... Sorry for losing my words. I was looking up the PS3 trophy. Basically, I'll just put it on screen. I'll put it on screen for quick reference. Basically, most of the abilities you get have trophies tied to them, and this is the one you would get for the this is the one you would get for BF Coopers. So yeah, now that we have that taken care of, we can actually enter the casino itself. Now, you can skip the trigger for the for Bentley's dialogue regarding the entrance and such. 7 keys to unlock a switch. Now you have the fast technique, which allows you to run and get to certain places faster, but it speeds up everyone, including the timer on the Master Thief sprint. So you're only really doing it to get to certain places faster, but aside from that, it's not really much useful for anything else. Basically, you can... What is their range? There we go. You can skip the trigger to Okay, it's actually much further ahead than I thought. Yes, The entrance is in that mouth.
Detection devices reveal that a secret elevator to Mugshot's penthouse is contained within that giant head.
So how do we get in?
Behind this locked wall, there's a lever that summons the elevator. But you need all 7 keys to open it up.
I'm on it.
But yeah, these are the last 4 levels. Fortunately, no gimmicks or anything except for one, and we'll get to it when we get to it. We're only like 15 minutes into this part and such, and sometimes I do forget how to traverse this particular level or this particular hub world. Each hub world is broken up into 2 halves. You have like the first half and the second, and we're now in the second. You know what, let's take care of this one. This one's going to be the easiest one to take care of. Because, back alley heist, there's a trophy for breaking 7 window panes. And I think that was already 3 of them. And I believe in the developer commentary, guess who forgot to set their thief ability to, dive? Anywho, let's do this right. In developer commentary, I believe this area was made with Legos as they were trying to figure out the level design. I will probably look up the creator's commentary. I think it was removed in one of the versions of the game and such with the re-releases, but since we're playing the PlayStation, the versions based off the PlayStation 2 version, we do have access to them. So, if in case you didn't like them being removed in the PlayStation 3 or Vita versions of it, good news, they are in the PlayStation, they are in these versions of the game. Make sure you break that, because otherwise you're going to have to lose a life and try to break it again. Okay, I swear, these guys weren't much of a trouble for me when I was practicing. Why are they a trouble now? I'm already down to 8 lives. Yeah. Now, there is an entire area you probably didn't even know existed here and such. Oop, there we go. Yeah. Be careful of the searchlights, or the spotlights, or however you want to call them. Whoop! Break that. Now, before we go take the top path, go down here. Yeah. There are no clue bottles here and all that, so you're not having to worry about it. But there's a hidden Lucky Charm down here. I don't know why this area is here. Like, it must have been like some sort of park or something. In fact, is that supposed to be a Borzoi statue? It's definitely got the nose for it. I think that $ harp is just a flat texture. Like, while this looks good for an early PlayStation 2 title and such, like, no joke, this looks timeless. Like, it feels like a cartoon and such. Like, sometimes it's easy to tell what's a 2D texture. It's me. But yeah, you take the top path for some clues. You don't even need to take the bottom path. Oof. Now for this particular area. This is one of those few areas where you crouch to get past the searchlights, and there is no way I can get past the. I can take a shortcut to get down much faster. Also, to date the recording here, I am so excited for Hyperfunk, the supposed sequel to Bomb Rush Cyberfunk and such. That is a game I'm considering doing a Let's Play of, Bomb Rush Cyberfunk, because it's basically like, it's basically an indie Jet Set Radio, because we don't know what the heck Sega is doing with their, with that, Jet Set Radio that they teased, like, a year or two ago. And personally, I wish they would find some way to, get Jet Set Radio Future. Yep, there we go. What a pain. Basically, break seven panes of glass in this mission, but, like, I wish they would find some way to get Jet Set Radio Future back in, like, just free it from Xbox, from the original Xbox, because you can't even play it on modern Xboxes. You have to play it off the original hardware. I believe the last bottle is, yep, it's right there. Just grab it, and slide. I pressed circle, didn't I? Right, hold circle. The camera was having some fun there.
I could have broken this code in my sleep. The combination is 565.
5, 6, 5.
You found the blueprints for Mugshots additions to Mesa City. With these files, I'll be able to help you find all his clues and breakables. Just look through your binocucom to get the information.
So, in other words, if you want to get the remaining stuff, just use a binocucom to see if you notice anything you miss. And I'd say go here first, so that way the rooftop level is a lot easier for you to get the clues for. If you're missing clues, you want to go there first so you can just get that. Fortunately, it's a more linear level than whatever other ones should be. Hopefully this next one shouldn't take too long. So, yeah, it's just this level and another level that... I want to say that one's the Carmelita level. There's a trophy tied to that one as well. It's going to be something I'm going to do when we get to Mugshot that... I wonder if anyone okay, no, that's the Carmelita level. I got my wires crossed. But yeah, there's gonna be something that I want to know if anyone's gonna notice by the time we get to that particular level, or no, when we get to the Mugshot boss fight. Anywho, straight to the top. Let's take care of it because might as well. Because after we take care of this one, well, yeah. So, first of all, remember to have dive selected first. Anyway, the key's in there. We can't break it with our dive technique. And of course, we want to make sure we break these and make them drop. By the way, where did the whole hanging the car off of a building thing come from? Because I tried looking that up and I couldn't find anything about it. Not even in my state. So you can actually skip the trigger to those, and we can actually climb those neon tubes. But first, we're going to do some exploring on the ground level of the rooftop, because we got some things we need to break. Let's break as much as you can, and... just break as much as you can before progressing, because, yeah. Also, one thing I bet you didn't notice until I just pointed it out to you. That's a fire hydrant building. You know that classic joke of dogs and fire hydrants? Nowadays it's going to be probably lost on folks. Like, why do dogs like to pee on fire hydrants? Like back then, it was a more commonplace thing, but now, you barely even hear people talk about it anymore. So, yeah. This is actually my favorite level to do the Master Thief sprints on, simply because of this part. Sly. Like, I skipped the trigger to they have Bentley tell you, forget it, you can't break through that glass. Like, it's that one, like, it's that specific treasure key that is protected with glass and such. I pressed circle. Ugh. So yeah. There's also a trophy for bringing down 5 cars, which you kind of need to anyway, because there are clue bottles on these cars. Now, I think the reason why this is one of my favorite levels is simply because of just the way it's set up and just how fun it is to explore. Of course, that's why you have the dive technique for basically, you want to attack on the aggressive, you make sure you attack on the aggressive back. There's some clue bottles hidden within this silo right here. Just press circle. Ah, a refreshing hit of clue bottles. Wonder how they fit them all in there. Now, of course, we can't progress until we take the neon signs to get across. And of course, you actually want to get on top of this sign instead of climbing it, because it's your way of getting to this part right here. Oof. Now, like last year, my partner did visit me, and we did see a few places and such. And it was also a visit that I really needed because of all the mental troubles I was going through at the time. I will say that they, my partner and another friend of mine do want to visit me. Like, we were thinking of going to a convention, but because of how soon one convention I wanted to go to was happening, we couldn't do it because of how early it was, and it would take, and we wouldn't have enough time to plan it. Not to mention the costs. Like to bring up the Disney trip I went to, yeah, I finally went to Disneyland. The gifts alone, like $200 spent on the gift shop. I don't know if that was 5 cars. No, it wasn't. There's like a 5th car that we can find on the top of this section right here. But it's just like $200, and most of it was just clothing. That's how parks get you. Most of my other stuff was just gaming halls and such. Like, I think part of why I started doing the Sly Cooper Let's Play was because I finally got my hands on the collection. And I got my hands on the disc. Like, I got the Sly collection loose. Probably one of his shorter messages and such, but yeah, that is such a good line right there. Like, I think this is the, actually no, I think the second game and third game does have intercom from the other members of certain gangs, like the Claw Gang in the second game. Oh, there we go. Look out below. And of course, I think there's like 2 more bottles up on the crane. 1 more bottle. Singular. Okay, what bottle am I missing? Where's that last bottle? If you think trying to find bottles in Sly 1 can be a bit difficult, good luck trying to find bottles in the second game, where they're far more spread apart. So how do you find bottles in this, with that one page? Look for a green reticle, and it's all the way over there. Oh boy. I'll be right back. That's not a pit you can jump over. How did I miss that? It was right there. Like, I literally clearly went through this area and I missed that? Whew. See you when we get to the, the thing. The vault. I really need to get my words together so I'm not filling it with a lot of dead air. One of the reasons why I didn't like one of the parts I did for Shovel Knight, Shovel of Hope. I mean, to be fair, it was one of my earlier Let's Plays. It was like the 3rd Let's Play I've done. We're now on the 20th. And I still gotta go through Slide 2 and such, which I'm gonna have to work off a lot of muscle memory, so that way I can just get back into it. So I'll see you guys when I'm at the vault. Okay, time to open the vault.
Press the circle to enter the vault code. You need an IQ of at least 140 to figure this one out. Dial in 468.
Don't get me started on that freaking Rick and Morty copy pasta. Even then, I don't even like Rick and Morty. There we go. No more beaches for Sly. We also unlocked Waterlogged if you were playing the PlayStation 3 and Vita version.
Oh yeah, this will come in handy. It's Suzanne Cooper's notes pertaining to water safety. With this knowledge under your belt, you won't have to waste a charm whenever you fall into water.
So now with that done, let's clear the mission and call it part because we're already past 32 minutes, so... Of course, Sly, no perching. Land on this particular weight, and apparently Sly's very own weight was enough to basically make it swing into one of the lights and cause it to dislocate, gathering us a key. Okay, so now with that done, if you want to donate, there are a couple links in the description below. Any amount helps. If you want to follow this series and any others like it, it's just a click of the subscribe button and the bell. But you don't have to do any of that if you don't want to. The thought is appreciated. Anyways, I hope you're taking really good care of yourself, and I shall now bid you adieu.